Hey everyone, my name is Dominic and I am a board member of Identify Ministries. I'm a pastor, I'm an overcomer, and this is my story. I was raised in a Christian home by my mom and my grandparents. My parents divorced when I was 2.5 years old. And so that was my upbringing. I was raised to know Jesus at a very young age, went to Christian school, eventually went to Bible college, and now I'm serving in full-time ministry. But if that was my whole story, you'd probably be like, yeah, that's great. But there's a lot more to this, and that's why I'm sharing with you today. As I said, I was raised by my mom, my grandparents, and the rest of my family. I'd see my dad every once in a while for visitations. Whenever he would make those, I guess you could say he really didn't raise me. I went to Christian school. I was bullied a lot by my peers, hung out more with the girls than the guys. And the guys I did hang out with, well, they bullied me too. And it kind of went from, being called awkward or dumb to when I got to middle school, pastors' daughters and secretary daughters from the church were saying things like, you're always going to be single for the rest of your life. You're never going to get married. You might as well kill yourself or be gay. And I had a lot of bitterness and resentment towards those that said those things to me. I was confused about why I was being told those things. I even had unforgiveness towards my own father. I get into high school and I meet somebody who was really nice. Not only did I find him very nice, but I was feeling other things for him that I just didn't understand and I couldn't articulate. And when I finally started by myself just to think about all these things, the only conclusion I could come up with was, oh my gosh, that must mean I'm gay. And I told him this, but he rightfully said, no, God didn't make you that way. He didn't make anybody that way. And if he had stopped right there, that would have been perfect. But unfortunately, he asked me this question. And I don't know why he did, but he said, come on, man, have you even looked at pornography? For some reason, I just felt really ashamed hearing that. I didn't know how to answer, and I lied. And to keep up with the lie, I later did it that night. Thankfully, that was something that was short-lived in my life, but I still went through, different emotions, different feelings. I was having crushes on different guys, and I was kind of suffering alone, trying to, talk to other friends or church leaders, and I just didn't really know what to do for myself. But God did something great in my life on June 1st, 2014. I fully recommitted my life to Jesus. Something in me changed, and I didn't feel that innate desire to want to be with a guy anymore. However, there was still a lot of other things I needed to work through in my emotions. Shame, guilt, not understanding things that had happened in my past. How does God see me? How can He help me through this? And that process started with me at my church, talking to a pastor, reading a book by Joe Dallas, and eventually that morphed into me finding out about Identify Ministries when I had moved from my home church in the later part of 2019 and early 2020. It was during COVID. I didn't really have any community. I was in a overcomers group on Facebook, and I put it out there that I was looking for someone, and Derek Paul reached out to me. And I thank God for that every single day, because here I am now 5 years later. I feel a greater sense of purpose, a greater understanding of who I am in Christ. And now I'm able to help other people who have been affected by similar things. So will you walk in the light with Identify Ministries so I can help people identify with Jesus who can't?